Hey, y'all. Welcome to MAddOG'S After Show. You are in it to win it with the Mad Dog and Cole, the Raging Rooster. Farrell.
Legalize beach racing. Legalize it now.
Preach.
I decided to fly through the air and live in the sunlight and enjoy life as much as I could, and that's just what I'm doing.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure? Stay calm.
Man, it's always so incredible to open every show with those inspiring words from the incredible Mr. Evil Knievel, flying through the air, living in the sunlight, and enjoying life.
Man, we'll get to it, but I just saw you, and what was one of the first things I told you was I heard an Evil Knievel story, and that's how integrated he is into our lives, where
Yes.
if I don't see you for a while, first thing I got to talk about is Mr. Robert.
Yes, yeah, that's true. And while we're talking about Evil Knievel, shout out to my good friend Carl over across the pond there. He's healing up good. He's getting he's quite the artist. He does a lot of sketch work, and it's really like sketching work, not sketch work. He's a bricklayer. But yeah, he's quite the artist, and he's done some pretty awesome Evil Knievel stuff. So,
Oh, man, shout out Carl.
yeah, for sure. So, speaking of shout outs,
Can't go any farther in this podcast without shouting out, of course, the brave men and women of our armed forces, and of course, our first responders. Man, I feel like I say this every week. I mean, I live right here in the epicenter of town, but especially even here, our communities are safe because those men and women are just running nonstop. So we couldn't go any farther without thanking those brave men and women.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, all our U.S. service people all around the world, our veterans, and the families of those that gave all the KIA, MIA deep respect and thanks to all of y'all. We really appreciate you. God bless you. Man, also, you may notice I am wearing this hot new Kicker Performance Audio pink shirt. It's available at kicker.com. However, the point is, it is October. It is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please go find a breast cancer awareness foundation and make a donation. Support them, help them out. I mean, who doesn't like breasts? So let's do everything we can to keep them around.
Love it.
Yeah. So with that, man, holy cow, like you said, dude. So it was the not only 2025 Moto Beach Classic presented by Roland Sands Designs, it was also the 25-26 season kickoff of the now renamed, again,
Get ready.
Kicker. Ready?
Go.
AMA FIM Arenacross Championship. Dang it, I blew it. It's the AMA FIM U.S. National Arenacross Championship presented by Kicker Performance Audio.
There it is.
Ooh.
We got there. We did it. You did it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and just to pop on that a little bit, FIM has jumped on board. They've seen the value in Kicker Arenacross, have jumped on board and requested that Arenacross go international. So there will be 2 races, one in Calgary, date to be determined, I believe, and one in Toronto, if I'm not mistaken, date to be determined. And one of those may be a double header. So, anyway, getting that all out of the way, it was the 25-26 season kickoff for, I'm going to use the acronym, Kicker Arenacross.
There we go. Get right to the point.
Yeah, right. So, Man, and of all places, it was on literally Huntington Beach.
I don't know, how do you say it? Huntington Beach, the sandy part, on the dang frickin' walkway of Huntington Beach.
Yes. I mean, it wasn't like it was downtown. It was on the beach in the surf life parking lot.
It was racetrack, stands, vendors, the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, and crazy, man. It was insane. I mean, what Herculean task to put it all together. And shout out to Justin and Tokes and Shannon and the whole AX team. Brandon, the track builder, tireless working to build a track. When I arrived there, and of course Roland Sands and the whole RSD team, Summer and crew, working with the vendors and sponsors and big partners like us. So grateful for all of them. What an incredible event, dude. I mean, when I arrived Thursday, they were bringing in truckloads of sand or truckloads of dirt to the parking lot. All you greenies, don't freak out. They were putting dirt on the parking lot, not on the sand. But yeah, and I'm guessing, I have not heard officially, but I'm guessing by the size of the track, thickness of the dirt, that we probably had somewhere between 128 and 150 truckloads of dirt.
Yeah, that's expensive to begin with.
Yeah, yeah, right. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Man, I got there Thursday and they were hauling dirt like madmen. Got there Thursday afternoon after coming in from Havasu. And once again, did my time on the 91. I'm ready to throw a tizzy, but I'm not going to. Sorry, Rob. Not yet. But anyways, yeah. All I can say is, you frickin' idiot drivers along the 91, if you know your exit's coming, maybe move a couple lanes over a little bit before the exit. Because when you cut across 3 lanes of traffic, when everybody has to dynamite their brakes because you're a self-centered asshole, then traffic starts backing up and it goes from one person hitting their brakes to a 15-minute backup because you're a self-absorbed piece of crap. There, I'm done. I did it. Okay.
All right.
Anyways, boom, smooth sailing, rest of the way in, stayed at the not so quality, not so sweet quality suites in Huntington Beach. 100% do not recommend. Moving on. Unbelievably good time, man. So setup day, kind of got blown out. The wind was whipping, sun was out. There were some low clouds, not heavy cloud or anything, just real light. Almost sunburnt my head, my kind of balding head. And my good friend Andre came out from the Taken Advantage Power Sports boat, who's a kicker ambassador in Havasu. Super solid dude. He came out and just wanted to help. He was on time off and wanted to just hang out and help, and I was so grateful for that. But we ended up helping out the track crew because they had some temp people coming in that didn't show up.
Oh boy.
So they need a little help, and so we helped build the start gate. We helped build the finish arch and set it up, and help build the start arch and get it set up. I even got to run a skiddy a little bit and move some dirt and stuff like that. So that was pretty rad, dude.
Hey, all access means all access. If the keys are in it.
Yep. It was their fault. And
Hey.
And it had to be done. Just saying. And I didn't take it out on the beach. So
Not this time, but
no, but I would have. If nobody was watching, I definitely would have just
man, I
just
wonder
to
what
get
the
a
penalty
video.
from that in California would be. You'd probably,
Huge.
I wonder if it's lifetime without parole or with.
Yeah, I know. We laugh, but it's not funny.
It's not
It's
far off.
probably true. No, probably not. So yeah. Anyways, couldn't get set up, but we were able to help build the track out and do some branding and get some extra kicker branding up there. And man, onward we went to race day, and I had a friend of mine, a recently met friend of mine. They call him Lumpy Tollison from Dirt Bike Magazine and Off Road Magazine that we brought in as a guest, and I hope he got some quality photography and stuff. So it was cool to have him there. Of course, I had the Kang himself, BC Vaught,
Oh yeah.
and his beautiful lady and his kicker guests. And then, of course, there's me and Andre. And, of course, where would I be without my right-hand man, Cole, the Twisted T Farrell,
I like Twisted Tea. It's pretty
hanging.
good. Not a
I knew it.
sponsor. Not a sponsor.
Not
Not yet.
yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. So yeah, it was it was an early start, man. I was at the track at 6:30 in the morning.
Dang.
And I ended up having to coordinate a lot of people that didn't know exactly where they were supposed to be in the sponsor area, because Mission Foods is title sponsor for the RSD Hooligan series, Roland Sands Designs Hooligans.
Let alone a bunch of other race series, just
Yeah.
while you take a sip of coffee, how nice is it to see them, a huge brand like that, a literal household name, spending ungodly amount of money on racing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've actually was blessed enough at an American Flat Track Texas race about 3 years ago, maybe, or 4 years ago, to meet Mr. G, Mr. Gonzalez from Mission Foods, and had his rep not told me he was the owner, I would not. He wasn't even wearing a Mission Food shirt, wearing just a cash button-up shirt, and blue jeans, and Vans, and I think he was wearing Vans, and super nice guy, ultra passionate about motorsports, and like you said, just involved everywhere. Everywhere you look, whether it's drag racing, American Flat Track, hooligan racing. Hopefully someday a kicker Arenacross. I mean, he's just a great guy with a passion for all things motorsports. It's not just, oh, I only like Formula One, or I only like Supercross. No, he's everywhere, and I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if a couple things. One, can you think of a better person to deal with than someone who has no ego and you wouldn't know as the owner? Two, like I said, household name, and imagine if we can start getting more of that stuff into the thing that we love. I mean, it can only help, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thirdly, Mission tortillas are amazing. Not a sponsor, just love them. And fourthly, I mean, I feel like you're part of the Mission family now. I feel like you almost travel with that team a little bit. There's a little buddy system going on.
Yeah, I do often, and they're a great group of people. I haven't run into one I don't like. And their chips are amazing. I love their products. That's all we use at home now. Quick disclaimer: Viking uses some healthy crap,
Dude,
tortillas.
Thank you for saying that. Go ahead.
That suck, but I prefer ones that taste good. So, like, I'm using Mission. Right?
And you know where the money's going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tastes the best, easy to find, best texture. Sports racing.
Amen.
Nope. Enough of this.
No brainer.
Enough of this
No
whole wheat
brainer.
stuff coming home from Trader Joe's, man.
No, I didn't even know what kind of stuff it is, like pressed pomegranate skin or something. I have no idea.
Dude,
It's
and those things taste like chemicals. I don't know if you
yeah.
feel that way. That
Dude,
garbage tastes.
do you think I actually have tasted one?
Yeah, I would think, just to be a
No.
team player. All right. Well.
No, that ain't happening.
All right.
I mean,
Fair enough.
I'm working on staying healthy because I'm gaining another year. Actually, today as we're recording.
Happy birthday to you. Everybody out there, as we're recording this right now, is Lorin's undisclosed birthday, but it is one of them, and it's a big one.
You know what? I will disclose because I don't give a damn.
Oh, cool.
It is the 6-0.
Wow.
That's right, folks.
Every mile earned, huh?
Yes, sir. And you know what? Mentally, after all the brain damage from all the wrecks, I don't feel a day over like 18 or 22. I'm solid in that range. I am just as immature now as I was then, and enjoy sophomoric stupid humor just as much now as I did then. So
I got as much energy as when I met you 15 years ago, if not more. So
well, I keep trying, and my little daily workout, and that's thanks to the Striking Viking and Body by Karina Morel. That I have a micro workout that every morning. It's a blast, if you will, and gets cardio, gets physical, and I've been being very religious about it as I creep up on this birthday. So anyways, back to the races. So yeah, man, we're there, got the morning going. In the very first they practiced the what do they call those again? Hooligans.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so they practiced like the hooligan class to begin with. Very first one. So to quantify it, there's a 4-lane Arenacross track, right? All through the middle, around the outside. So using the start gates, which the hooligans never use. So it's new to them, but using a moto start gate, which was brand new that we helped Tokes put together the day before. Anyway, they run down the start straight, and then they run the hooligans and super hooligans run into this little kind of double whoop, I guess you would call it. Would you call it that?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, call it a mogul at that point.
Yeah. And then a left-hander and some other stuff. And then, just like for them, I felt like compared to what I've seen with some of the American Flat Track Super TT, it was pretty kindergarten-y compared to AFT.
Well, hey, think about one particular racer we talked about that's very kindergarten,
Yeah, that's true. Hey. That's true. And as it turned out, there was another one that crashed out of the lead. And he's an Oregon guy. I follow him, and it's funny because I talked to Johnny Lewis, the Johnny Lewis, last weekend while I was in Daytona, and we'll get there too. But anyways, we kind of, have our opinions. I mean, the bottom line is, if you crash on the track, but the other 5 guys made it through, maybe you shouldn't be complaining about the condition of the racetrack.
Now, if no one made it through, then you can call it hard enduro, and that's another topic.
Right. Which we'll get to in just a minute, or a couple of minutes. Anyway, I keep getting distracted, dude. This is so much fun. But it was just such a great event. Like, it was so exciting. There was so much action going on all the time. They had the concrete cowboys. They had, of course, Arenacross. You know, everybody got through all the practices first. And I won't say unscathed because, as I was saying, the very first practice, the very first guy took, I think, he got a pretty good start from practice, and maybe he had a little too much throttle. And it appeared to me that when he hit the first mogul, maybe he chopped the throttle, going, "Oh, I got a lot of speed," and it kind of pitched the bike down, and he toe picked basically. And those of you who have seen the movie, toe pick, you'll know what I'm talking about. Those of you who haven't are going to go, "Man, he hit his head on the way to this recording." But anyways, kind of toe picked the front tire on the second mogul and ate shit.
You know, how do I word this? The first time you do that on a four stroke, you usually don't forget it. So maybe it was that guy's first time doing that, but my goodness.
Dude, it was a hooligan.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. 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 But there was all kinds of bikes, man. There was purpose built hooligan bikes, super hooligan bikes. There was a guy in a Run What You Brung. It had to be a Run What You Brung class, literally on like old road glide or street glide or something. Still had bags on it, you know.
Oh man, yeah. I will say there was some machinery out there that even my frugalness was like, yeah, I don't know if I do that. Not,
Yeah.
at least not without some liquid courage or something.
It was obvious. I mean, he obviously drove it to the track. He was a paper plater for sure.
Yeah, that was his ride home too.
Yeah, yeah. And he made it around. He just looked like hell doing it, and the poor bike just got beat to snot. But you know, whatever. It was pretty cool, and kudos to him. And if you want to see the clip from that, you can go to our YouTube channel at MAddOG'S After Show, and there's a short of him coming through the moguls. It's called Baggers on the Beach. Or just go to YouTube and search Baggers on the Beach. So, yeah, anyway, they got through that. Cole got in.
I did.
We ended up for staff. The staff parking lot was full by the time Andre and I got to move. So we parked probably close to a mile away. And when Cole got there, Cole was actually in the next parking lot down even. And so he definitely got his steps in that day.
Dude, I did. Yeah.
And Lady
Good.
D, if you're listening, he worked it out that day.
Oh, I showed her. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
No,
Good. Good.
Don't
yeah.
even. Yeah. Because that was, we'd recently gone to a major theme park, and I'd gotten a lot more steps at Arenacross than I did there.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah, no, it's a good day. Good day on
Yeah.
the Subarus.
Yeah. So, Cole showed up and mayhem broke loose, man. We just had so much fun. And
Man, the day went so fast.
it did, really. I mean, yeah, Andre's kid Aiden showed up later, and I pretty much forced him to go watch some racing with his kid, which was super cool. It was really good. And they seemed to have a great time. And Cole, I kept having to send off to watch racing. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm working. I couldn't quite see the track from where I was at, but I wanted to make sure everybody had a good time. I was having a great time. It was incredibly busy. Man, what's your perspective? Like,
It's so interesting because and I hate to keep sounding like that guy, like it's some low joke, but it's getting worse. But it's so hard to get anything like this done in California now that it's
yeah,
mind-boggling. Huntington Beach is busy 54 of 52 weeks a year, right? So
Right.
to have all those people, amazing weather, not too hot, not too cold,
Yep.
and it was a free event for walking in. I mean, you could see a lot of the vendors and the art show and all this stuff completely free, and then of course you could get the VIP experience, which in my opinion was well worth it. It was just so, I don't want to see, man, I don't know about you. I'd like to pick your brain, but I'm like, I can't think of any changes I would want to see just because I do think it went so well. Maybe just administrative, whatever, behind the scenes stuff for those people working it. But as far as fanfare goes, I mean, dude, what other sport is doing that? It's incredible.
Yeah, that's a great perspective, and I obviously didn't get to walk around a whole bunch, but I heard the vendor area down south of us and south of Sea Legs was quite busy all day and full, like
Yeah.
a lot of vendors there. Um, and it looked like it in the morning when I came when we came back up past it from the trucks. It looked like it. And oh, shout out to my buddy Kale Weiner from CF Moto. Had a huge team out there doing
Jeez,
test
they did.
rides.
Good point.
Yeah, yeah,
Man. Yeah, that was actually the first manufacturer I saw when I was walking up. I was very surprised at the amount of presence that they had.
yeah. Yeah, they're doing a great job. He's doing a great job with their marketing department. I actually texted. He texted me a little earlier today, a happy birthday message. So, that was pretty cool. And anyway, yeah, man, I was interested to hear your perspective. What'd you think of the racing? Because I know you got to watch some. Well, first, what'd you think of the Concrete Cowboy show? Because it's probably the first time you've seen it live and up close. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. Man. Shoot, I feel on the spot. No, it's obviously incredible. I almost have the opposite reaction where I'm like, to be honest, I'm like, I had to humble myself in the fact that like so many people haven't seen this, it's such a miraculous, I mean, just the noise and everything live is just so much cooler. It's one of those things you watch online and you're like, wow, that's impressive. But yeah, in person, it's a freaking party atmosphere.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I I'm stoked to have them there. They always make a huge draw. So, what'd you think of the racing overall? Like starting with the hooligans. What'd you think of the track? Because I mean, you're a track master. So
Well, far from it. So let me quantify that.
you have read enough racetracks, dirt racetracks, moto racetracks in your life to be considered a master for sure.
If that was true, there'd be a lot more trophies behind me here, but thank you for the compliment. It's so, man, shoot, I gotta be really honest with myself about how I feel. Cause I almost feel like you need one day of pure arena cross and then one day of just everything else. But kind of the beauty is that you do literally get everything in one giant show. So I'm kind of conflicted there. And the reason being is like you have so many different classes and coolers and Harleys and adventure bikes and e-bikes and kids bikes all going over a lot of the similar lanes. And man, I mean, like that track got really, really chewed up for an arena cross in my perspective.
Yeah.
And which I personally like, because we've said it 1,000 times. It's like, I'm not for pro rider fun. I'm for pro rider safety.
Right. Yep.
So, looking out there, there were some big holes, man. And what I mean by that is like how you would set up a bike to run some of those later day classes. I mean, it almost looked more like moto because you had real square edge like we get a lot at Glen Helen, and it's like hitting a concrete curb, where arena cross, you normally don't have that kind of stuff getting built up. So I obviously had a huge thrill in saying how beat up the track was, and that I think that it was a track where you really had to earn it in the arena cross class. Not that you don't at any other race, but it was, now we're outside, we're at the beach, there's wind, there's thousands of people.
Sun.
You have dense air, you have sun, the air's changing throughout the day.
Yep.
It doesn't even feel like the same sport from what we're used to. And that's
right.
What it needs to be. It needs to not be cookie cutter. So
yeah, I agree.
I certainly couldn't say that the racing sucked by any means. I mean, I can't, I feel so cliche saying how great it was, but I mean, and think about this too. Sorry to go on this rabbit hole real quick, but
go.
So many of the people that are walking by, maybe you've never even seen a motorcycle race before, maybe even don't have a friend that's into it, whatever. So now, dude, it was the classic thing, and son of a gun, I wish I would have got like an audio recording of it. But this is the magic of motorsports, and this seems to happen every time at your local track. But the kids go out there, and a kid who must have been 6 or 7 next to me tells his dad, he's like, "Dad, I could be out there." And you're like, that's the point. That's the freaking point right there. So that was just so cool. I mean, it was so wild to watch Ryan Brees go and Cole Thompson, all these guys. And then 5 minutes later, you have someone on a Coleman Walmart bike and a bagger, and then you had adventure bikes. And so, I mean, it was, when you call it a moto and supermoto, and so when you call it a Motofest, that's literally what it is. You almost have to zoom out on the arena cross thing and be like, there's a lot going on here in a short amount of time.
Yeah. And that being said, I had a lot of people say that arena cross really brought something to the program that it has needed.
Fully agree.
That I can't speak towards because I haven't seen the program before. Well, you know what? That's not 100% true because in 2018, I did the RSD, what did they call it? Mayo Classic, downtown Tulsa. Yeah, my good friend Todd Hammock did the track, and it was a TT track with pavement. It was almost supermoto track, honestly, with pavement and dirt through the streets and literally alleys of downtown Tulsa. And, all in all, it wasn't the best neighborhood, but it was a super cool venue. And the racing was amazing, And guys are racing literally down a one-car width alley between buildings at speed, right?
Yeah.
It was insane. So I have seen that part, but I have heard that, the arena cross definitely brought the heat to it.
I just
out
think
there.
I'm kind of a company man, but like when it comes to professional racing, like I think it gave something to look forward to the entire day, and this build and build and build, and just having the big podium there and just all the sights and sounds. And now we're doing podium interviews on the beach. I think I would have been a real shame to not, for my first time at that, it would have been a real shame to not have that portion of it to look forward to.
Yeah, for sure. And what do you think of the racing? Like specifically the arena cross stuff, because we're, obviously the new season's on us. I mean, we do have a 2-month break, but here we go, off into the new season. Got anybody you saw that's like, oh, you got to watch this guy? Or, I mean,
really, that's the whole top 10 of arena cross right now because of how many guys you have coming over from Supercross and a couple other disciplines. So to give a completely fair answer, I was so happy hanging out in the kicker booth and seeing everybody and spending time with you guys that to give an honest opinion or a fair answer on how the racing was, I did not sit and watch enough racing to make an educated decision. So I had fun, but I don't know how the racing was.
Right. I thought it was cool. I didn't get to see a lot of it, but I've watched the replays. One, and I said this last year, and I hate to be that guy, like the "I told you so" guy, but Austin Politelli. What did I say last year? Mid-season, I'm like, he's getting faster. And every round that we recapped, I'm like, Politelli was there. He's getting faster. His conditioning's coming up. He's getting faster. And he was, in essence, pretty much an independent last year.
Yeah.
A
lot of out of pocket.
Yeah. So now he's on the Moto Concepts Tony Alessi Honda team with Ryan Brees. Replacing Vince Freeze, or Freese, however you say it.
Dealer's choice, whatever.
Yeah, so Politelli was fast.
Yeah, like that dude a lot.
Yeah, he was really fast, and I think, I know he was bummed because in the second or first main,
yep,
he had the whole shot, beat Ryan Brees out, had it in hand, and on the first section of whoops, clipped the second whoop and toe picked it and just pulled a full auger, right? Full digger.
I mean, give something for the fans to watch.
Yeah.
Poor Austin. But yeah, going 12-6. 12-6 on the day for ninth overall, top 10.
Yeah, he pulled the top 10. That will keep him in the points. But, dude, he's fast. He's on a bike that's fast. And everybody's like, oh, well, he crashed. Well, yeah. But it's a brand new bike, brand new program he's with. He rode Yamaha last year. He's on a Honda.
Mm-hmm. To me, in my head, he's always been a Honda guy. So it's kind of interesting to see his homecoming,
Yeah, because he was riding for technically, I can't remember what team it was, but it was a Yamaha team, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm sorry. We'll have to think of the name, but yes.
Yeah, it'll come to me. I believe they had a Supercross team also, and they are defunct now. I'm not sure about that, but I know they are definitely shrunk. At any rate, dude, yeah, he was good. It was good to see Brees back. It was great to see Tony Alessi. Love him or hate him, folks. And I know most of you, I know what your answer is, but he's good for our sport.
Gives you something to talk about.
Right, for sure.
I think his heart's in the right place. I don't have any personal experiences with him, but I know from those who know that he's a good dude. If you're on his team, it's a good team to be on.
Yeah, and I know he cares about moto, right?
I would say so.
That's the kind of stuff we need. That's the team owners we need. Are guys that will put it out there and give guys like Politelli, who's a good kid, a shot over maybe someone with a questionable reputation like Freese.
Rein him in.
even though, to his credit, Freese earned the championship last year.
There's no denying that.
No, I give him credit where credit's due. He earned that. He worked for it. He rode clean. I know you won't believe it, but he rode clean. But yeah, and then, I think the hooligan stuff was just great fun.
Yeah.
There was every class imaginable. And it was, like you said, little kids out there, and attendance was amazing. We should give Ryan Brees went 1-2 I believe.
Ryan Brees went 1-2 for first overall.
Yeah, for first overall. And your buddy beat Brees by half a wheel in the second moto.
Oh, my
or second
buddy.
main. I don't know. I thought he was your buddy.
Pass.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm good with that. What was his name?
Cole Thompson.
Also, Cole Thompson. Yeah, I don't know him, so I don't know much about him. So,
I like to. Let me try this again. I
is he a
support our
Canadian?
I support our American racers. Sorry, Rob. No.
All right, I got you.
No.
Yeah, so he ended up with like third overall, second overall?
He went second overall, so he went 3-1 for second overall.
3-1, okay. And who went third overall?
Robbie Wageman, California zone,
Wageman.
second and a fourth. Man, doesn't
Yeah.
that hurt? A second and a fourth getting beat by a third and a one.
Huh.
I mean, yeah, the math obviously makes sense, but when you
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. That's it's the besides Ryan Brees. I mean, shoot, because you had. I mean, yeah, you have Ryan Brees, who's 1 and 2. Obviously, that's your winner, and then
Yep.
you have a 3 and a 1 and a second and a fourth. I mean, that's so close to interchangeable.
Right.
Man.
Right.
But
yeah.
Robbie will be on fire next round.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, the entire top 10. Have you got it up on screen by chance?
I do.
Hit the top 10, just so we
Top
know
10,
who the
Ryan
players are.
Brees, Cole Thompson, Robbie Wageman. On a triumphant fourth place, Brandon Ray. Jeremy
Oh,
Fapani.
B-Ray. Yeah.
You're going to have to help me out here. On the gas from Sun Valley, California, Luke Kalitzian.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't
Write
met him.
in and correct me in the comments here. Hayden Robinson in 7th, Justin Starling in 8th, Austin Politelli in 9th with his 12.6, as previously mentioned, and Evan Stice out of Idaho, rounding out your top 10.
Yeah. Pretty stacked top 10, really.
Yeah, I mean, and if you start going down this list here, some of the guys that are coming, all fast guys. So that top 10 is going to be ridiculous this year. I hope everybody makes every round healthy because we're going to have quite the barn burner.
Yeah, you know what? It's going to be exciting for sure. I don't know if Cole Thompson, I thought I saw somewhere where he was going to, he got picked up by a team to do something besides the kicker Arenacross, but I don't know.
So you can't announce it. Shouldn't announce it on the shows.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I do think that he is the Arenacross owner's brother, also.
Got it.
But and so I know they have a hell of a facility back in Canada that they work out of. But all that being said, man, I think the highlight, obviously, of the whole thing was getting to spend the day with you and getting to hang out with Andre and, being part of the Moto Beach Classic Arenacross race.
Man, likewise. It was even if there wasn't a race going on, I'd had so much fun just hanging out with you guys. And then, it even ended up being such a motorsports reunion for me. Just a couple of the people walking through. And once again, shout out BC. It was great to see him. But man, I was just so happy to see you, and like in a sea of weirdo people there on the boardwalk, just to see you as this shining light of positivity was so nice to see. And just everybody with the Arenacross crew, just so nice to work with. And man, I've never stood in a kicker booth like that at any length of time. And the reason I even say that it was so funny. I had to tell my dad, but man, there's so much love for that brand.
Yes.
that it was nice to be with you guys and be with some people where people are genuinely excited, not raising an eyebrow saying, "Who are you and what are you?"
Right.
Shout out to the stranger. Dude, this was so funny. He comes up to the booth and he doesn't need anything, doesn't have any questions, but he goes, "Man," he goes, "Kicker's so cool. Kicker's the first sound system I ever had in my truck." I go, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah." And it got stolen. And he looks at the ground and walks away. So prayers with my man on the boardwalk.
Yeah, what a bummer.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, it's, it really is. I mean, speaking to that fact, they've been around, same owner. I've talked about it a million times, Mr. Steve Irby, American owned, American audio company, probably the only one left, I'm sure. And but they've been around since 1973.
For a reason.
Yeah. And everybody seems to know Kicker or have a story. I shouldn't say everybody, but a large part of the population. And it's very rewarding. I feel the same way. It's very rewarding to just talk to people, that are like, I had, 2 Comp 12s in my 83 Camaro. And then I took the box out and put it in my 90, Super Cab. And then I took the box out and put it in my 92 or 93 Suburban when I had kids. And then my wife made me take it out. And, I hear stories like that all the time, right? So
just a loved brand.
Yeah, and I'm blessed to be a part of it for sure. And we are blessed to be a part of it, which also we need to do a rocket review, and let's do that right now.
Yeah, go.
And you can find this product at kicker.com. Cole, rocket review, the new wireless TW3 noise canceling Bluetooth earbuds.
Well, life-changing for me. So,
Wow.
Because it's the first product that I've had where it's an earbud system, not a full encapsulated headset, where it's got active noise canceling that works incredibly well. It's really strange. I mean, if you pull those things like a millimeter out of the case, they connect so fast. And I don't know if that's their software or what, but connects extremely quick. Haven't had any issues, of course, because they're mine. I've already dropped the case and they exploded on the ground and they're still there. So not saying do that. I'm just saying every Kicker product by me usually gets dropped, unfortunately, at some point. Still doing great. Pick up phone calls well. All weekend, everybody that I talk to, including my dad, the first thing I said is, "How's it sound?" Like, "It sounds great." "Why?" I go, "Because this is the new Kicker product." So,
Rad.
So I'm looking at them right now. I got, they're fully charged, and shoot, I've been using them about 6-7 hours a day during my work day, and that's about the battery life I'm getting out of it. And you can get, it says, but I think you can get around 24 hours of charge. Through the whole case system.
Yep.
So, I really like them. Not a bad thing to say about them. I'm a gel fan. I know there's gel fan and there's plastic tip fans, but yeah, I really dig them. Haven't dropped them out of my ears yet. I'm stoked on them. Thank you for organizing that for me and letting me get to review them. But yeah, they get used incredibly tough, and we're a week in, and they've held up to the challenge so far.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Team Kicker. We appreciate you being a sponsor of this show and the product and the ability to test products like this. You can find your new TW3s at kicker.com. And thank you, Cole, for that rocket review.
I love them. Yeah, they're great.
It was fun.
They're my favorite of that series so far. So
it's a first time thing. So here we go. Look at that.
We're only getting better.
Yeah. So anyway, and thank you, Cole and Andre and Aiden, for all your help when it came time when the night wrapped down. Unfortunately, my trailer was stuck in a corner in the boneyard and so tight that you could only get the man door partway open. Couldn't even get it all the way open. And these guys helped me load out, handed display product after we packed it all up under the door to each other, like what do they call that? Fire bucket, fire
Okay.
brigade,
Fire brigade, okay.
style. Product to product under the door, lifted it in the trailer so I could get it loaded, so I could actually get out of there at a reasonable time.
Because you'd already been
and-
there over 12 hours at that point.
Yes, yeah,
Keep in
correct,
mind. Yeah.
correct, yeah, and about 8 or 10 the day before.
And you had the
So-
Comfort Inn suites to look forward to. So
Yeah, not so comfort, not so sweet.
not the easiest gig, but
For
no,
those
man,
of you wondering, that's the one on beach in Huntington Beach.
just
So
single-handedly destroying businesses on this podcast. I think they'll be fine.
you know what? We build up the ones we care about, right?
Yeah,
The ones we care about
no one can argue that.
that do a good job or even do what they're supposed to do. We shout out, whether we're endorsed by them or not. We shout them out, right? So, I mean, Mission Foods. We love Mission Foods, and they haven't sent us a penny. You know,
But I did get a free bag of chips sitting downstairs. Might eat them tonight.
those racer chips are so good.
Are they?
Do
All right.
eat them.
All right,
Yes.
cool. I just
They're-
like the bag. I feel bad for tearing them up, and it's such a
Yeah.
cool
Well,
little
I'll get
bag.
more.
All right,
Trust me.
Well, don't worry about that, but I'll
Yeah.
eat them. We'll do a rapid fire review next week.
So yeah, man. So just wrapped her down and wrapped it up, and I made the trip home, and had to turn around real quick and
Real quick.
get back out because I had so literally one Thursday afternoon, I was on Huntington Beach, California, literally on the beach. This past Thursday afternoon, I was on Daytona Beach, Florida, literally on the beach.
Base goes coast to coast, baby.
Yeah, so we had the 2025 Fall Bagger Nationals sound competition. Super rad, just really quick on that. Popped out and met J-Dub and Lori in Charlotte, and we all hopped the same flight right into Daytona Beach and Ubered because we were only going to be there 2 days, Ubered to the hotel. But Daytona Beach Airport, man, you literally land. It's right across the street from the backstretch.
See, because I always thought that was obviously I've never been there. I always thought that was a private airport, so I never even
No,
thought twice about
it's
it.
a regional.
That's so cool.
Yeah, might even be an international. I don't know, but it's small and it's rad and it's clean and it's super cool. And we did the Bagger Nationals. We actually went up to Destination HD, which is up at the dealership just north of Daytona Beach. And apparently it was Biketoberfest Daytona, which obviously Bike Week Daytona in the spring is over 300,000 bikes. Biketoberfest significantly smaller, just over 100,000 bikes.
Nice little get together.
But it was the first time I got up to Destination HD. It was super cool to be we did a lot of fact finding, met a lot of people, talked to a lot of people, got to see a couple of my girls from American Flat Track working the booth up there. Shout out to Becky and Tiffany. They're awesome. They're always looking after me. When you come to American Flat Track, Becky's the one that takes care of getting you tickets for me and taking care of your VIP experience. And Tiffany is the one taking care of the VIP experience itself. So,
Shout out Becky and Tiffany.
yeah,
Becky, I
super.
said, oh my gosh.
Becky
Becky and there we go.
and
All right,
Tiffany.
we're back.
You got it. Okay, cool. Here we go. Yeah, man. So
Man.
They had everything up there, you know. They had audio companies. They had, Drag Specialties had a huge setup up there. Um, every kind of purveyor of apparel, leather, um, tires, performance, exhaust, lighting, anything and everything. And unbelievable amount of bikes. It was super cool. Oh, and of course, Bikini Bike Wash, because I literally can't talk about Bike Week without, or Sturgis, or Biketoberfest without mentioning the Bikini Bike Washes.
Hey, I see a franchise opportunity. Just saying.
Dude, brilliant.
Hey, we know some people in the detailing world. Just saying. Just saying.
Cole, you are so smart.
We lift up brands that we support, even if they're imaginary ones we just came up with.
Yeah, no, I like it. So yeah, and then so we did that, and then went down to the Speedway to check out the vendor area down there, and definitely got our steps in. Um, and then our good friend Cameron from American Flat Track picked us up, and we went over to the AMA Pro Racing American Flat Track World Headquarters at one of Mr. France's buildings, where they also house all the um, Daytona transportation vehicles for NASCAR. So, like the Suburbans, the Suburban XLs, uh, Chevy pickups, Toyota pickups, and also some IMSA stuff and some vintage. I can't remember what that's called now. Vintage something series. But anyways, really cool. It was great. I was there in the spring, but it was cool to have J Dub and Lori there, and Cameron gave them the whole tour. And you guys are familiar with Cameron by now. If you're not, go back and check out our only live episode. Cameron is a live wire. I love him to death, like a brother. He's a rad dude, and sometimes hard to follow. So it was, but it was rad. Next, we got back he dropped us back at our hotel. We ran next door to the Hard Rock Hotel and got the booth set up at night, and then went for it the next day, and it was Bagger National Sound Competition. My good friend Donnie Babb is the promoter, and gets everything set up and makes it run for the Limitless Lithium Group. And man, they had at least 100 bikes competing.
Wow.
In classes all the way from lightweight. They had lightweight, middleweight, welterweight, heavyweight, and extreme. And extreme is basically, a bike with a bathtub on each side and a dresser on the top, stuffed full of audio. Unrideable, but, it's interesting.
But it's
Let's
a class.
just say that.
It's a
but
class.
It is a class. Kicker actually sponsored the welterweight class, and it was cool to see J Dub present the winner, who was the bike build Venom, won the welterweight class, and he presented him with his belt. They get like a wrestler belt or MMA belt, champion's belt. And for the Fall Nats, it was $1,000 cash prize. So,
Yeehaw.
yeah, and it's a sound quality competition.
Not just volume, not just.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually that's interesting. You got to pick a good song, got to tune everything. Yeah, it's interesting. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. They get a minute 30. When they get down to the final four, they get a minute and 30 seconds. Most guys use 3 to 4 different clips.
Kind of show some variety.
Yeah, but you can tell the experienced guys from the new guys, because the new guys will just jump like from one song to another on their Spotify or whatever, right? The
Rookie.
experienced guys actually have smooth transition
Blended,
playlists built.
DJ'd, nice. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So, and so it's really interesting. It's something that I don't really see myself ever getting involved in building anything like that. But who doesn't love audio on their bagger?
Every bagger owner I know flexes
Yeah.
their audio.
And when I do get mine, I will have audio on it. I just won't build like an extreme bike or, I'm not going to have
Oh,
10
you
speakers.
want to ride it, is what you're
Yeah,
saying. Oh, okay.
exactly. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I want to
Huh.
be able to ride it. So,
Fascinating.
um, but anyways, wrap that all up. Got that done. It was a great time. It was good to see the FT crew. It's always great. I love working with JW, and we just had a really good time. And man, back home, and then for like whatever day and a half or so, and back on the road. And I will be, of course, it'll be done by the time it comes out, but I will be at rounds 2 and 3 of the AMA National Endurocross Series in Idaho Falls, Idaho,
Yeehaw.
this coming weekend. So, yeah,
So
that should
good.
be
Gonna see
good.
Scotty and the crew, and
Yeah, I'm bummed Kristen won't be there, but I will see Scotty and hopefully I get an opportunity to see Destry. I don't know if he's recording from a booth or if he's on site. I'm guessing they'll be on site. That's how Todd normally does it. But if he is on site, I will make sure I give him your undying love.
please do. Oh man,
Yeah.
I gotta say on the broadcast he was too funny because his son Cooper's obviously out there, and so to try to think being in his shoes between the professionalism of being color commentating and also watching your kid having a tough go of the heat race, it was pretty funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty good stuff from Destry. Yeah.
And I actually missed the broadcast, so that's my bad.
YouTube, baby, it's all on there.
But I will get there, right? So
Yep. Yep.
so with that, man, we need to wrap up. We're
Yeah,
up
we
on
are
time.
over time.
Yep.
So
Yep. What do you got?
last two things, and then we're gonna thank our partners and get the heck out of here.
Yep.
Shout out to our boy who we've shouted out so many times, but today I'm listening to a NASCAR podcast with NASCAR legends and current crew chiefs, and all they want to talk about for 5 minutes was how cool Clay Millican is. So shout out to our buddy Clay.
Yes.
Everywhere you go in this motorsport world, you find someone that he's had an effect on. And dude, just want to take time and happy birthday, dude. It's
Thank you.
You're the fact that you're out here doing the thing and you're grinding on the road on your birthday and you're staying away from home and early flights tomorrow, and it's dude, I'm just so glad you're here. So glad to do this podcast with you. And I'm sorry I was one of the last people on earth to wish you a happy birthday. Hopefully not the last, but that's to be seen. We still have 3 hours and 45 minutes left of this day. So that being said, happy birthday. And I think let's thank our partners and let's get out of here and let's get you to bed.
Yeah, sounds good, brother. I appreciate you so much, and thank you for that. Bottom line, yeah, it's a birthday, but it's kind of just another day, right? So I was blessed. Shout out to our Hava family, adopted Havasu family, Casey, Cadero, Eric Cadero, Jess, and the babies. They got together with Karina and organized for us to all have dinner last night to celebrate my birthday while I was in town. It was a very special time. It was delicious. We went to the Boathouse Havasu. If you're in Havasu, check them out. They got great food and the service was exceptional. With that, I don't think I have anything else. Of course, hit us on our YouTube channel, MAddOG'S After Show. And one more thing, real quick. Did you see that our buddy Dennis Zenz is going to Dacia Sand Riders?
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, he officially announced it. Had to. I know his heart's got to be ripping out, and that answers the question: why has Andrew Short been co-driving with Seth Quintero?
They were
So
the signs were there. We just weren't reading
yeah,
them.
we're just wondering like where's he going, what's happening. So, anyways, but I've talked to Dennis through messaging a couple times, and I wish him the best. Um, you know, and he, man, those boys really changed the landscape of Dakar.
Yeah, paved the way
You
for
know,
us Americans.
yep, absolutely, and I'm grateful for them. Um, and anyways, with that, we want to be sure and thank Kicker Performance Audio. You can find them online, kicker.com, on Instagram at Kicker Audio. Every other Tuesday night live, Kicker Unmasked Live TV show is on their YouTube channel, Kicker, and their Facebook. And I believe it's on their Instagram now, too. So you can find them pretty much anywhere. Be sure and catch that Unmasked Live. It's a great show. Of course, Bomber Eyewear, Bomber Safety Eyewear, Bomber Floating Eyewear, Bomber, the original padded eyewear company and the most badass eyewear I have ever owned in my life. Thank you so much to Tommy and the gang. They've got over 40 styles of frames. I don't even know how many styles of lenses anymore. I know Cole just got the brand new release of the what did they send you?
Some Jaegers.
The Jaegers, yeah, brand new
Yeah.
pair of Jaegers for him to try out. And thank you so much to Jason, the Bearded Bomber. Such a rad dude, always looking
thank you.
after us, checking in with me every 2 weeks. Hey, you good, Mad Dog? You guys need anything? And I appreciate that so much.
The
Of course,
Huntington Beach Bomber Buddies.
yeah, of course, Assault UTV, Assault
Heck yeah.
Industries, Assault ATV, Assault for all your premium quality off-road accessories, from toolkits to apparel to everything in between. Check out their bomber style mirrors. They are unbelievable tough, durable, and super cool while you're at it. So check them out at Instagram at Assault UTV, on their website, Assault Industries, assaultind.com. Of course, my man Cole, everything he does for me, support, helps out at Boost, and unbelievably good producer and co-host. Thank you so much, Cole.
Thank you for letting me hang out. That was a great
Dude,
time.
so much fun. And where would we be without Shutter and Whirl?
We would be nowhere.
Yeah, I do know where. For all your video production needs, all your still photography needs, from pre-production planning all the way through production and post-production, Shutter and Whirl has you hooked up. Find them on Instagram at Shutter and Whirl. And their website link is really long, but it is in their bio on Instagram. Click them, send them a message, get them lined up, or just tell them thanks for supporting our friends over at MAddOG'S After Show. And of course, Hey Keeks Marketing, Deep Love, the Keekster just tried to call me, I'm assuming to wish me happy birthday. But for all your social media needs, graphic needs, and website needs, Hey Keeks has you covered. Whether you need a website built, a social media campaign run, or graphics done, hit her up, yell, Hey Keeks, or do the easy thing, hit the easy button, heykeeks.com, or on Instagram at Hey Keeks Marketing. Cole, you got any last comments?
Last comments. Man, let's do it again next year.
Yeah, amen. Do the speech.
Make sure to rate, review, subscribe on your absolute favorite streaming platform.
Pow, 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 pow,
Bow, bow, bow,
pow.
bow.
Nicely done, cowboy.
Thanks, birthday boy.
Yeah, for sure. With that, want to be sure and say, God bless you, our fans. Thank you for everything. God bless our first responders. God bless our veterans. God bless our friends and family. God bless America. Mad Dog out.